what was India's condition when it came to iodine and deficiency?
Very, very depressing. I have seen goiters as large as pumpkin. This was caused because of iodine deficiency.
Yeah. Could you please share a bit about your journey and what inspired you to dedicate your life to this mission?
I had a younger sister. At the age of 6 years, she had jaundice and she died. I still remember. So I decided to become a doctor. In China said, Dr. Pandav, aap pagal hai kya? How can you meet the Communist Party Secretary General? But I'm a scientist. My job is to serve the truth and the society. I couldn't meet my obligation to my family. मैं मेरे बच्चों के साथ समय नहीं बिता सका. But I did it for the society. My children taught me, Papa, your Papa, to like some children.
You are, indeed.
The Iodine Man of India, Untold stories I'm sharing with you today.
Welcome to the Odds Fitness Podcast. I'm Asad Hussain, the founder of Odds Fitness. Today, I have the honor of speaking to Dr. Chandrakant Pandav, a globally recognized public health expert and a man widely known as the Iodine Man of India. He is a Padma Shri awardee. He was also a professor and the head of community medicine at AIMS, and he has also been a consultant to the WHO. And today we are here to pick his brain on understanding about iodine, other micronutrients, and the body as a whole and general health. And of course, your personal journey, which has been phenomenal. I really appreciate his experience and his endeavor because he is somebody, right before this interview started, he was telling us about how sticking to one particular thing long enough makes you an expert and allows you to create an impact on society. And it is individuals such as him that we seek such inspiration from. We've been doing this for much lesser time than him. So you've been doing this about 47 years, I believe.
Yes, 1947.
1947, right. And today we would love to hear what he has to say about general health and, of course, iodine. Welcome to the Odds Fitness Podcast, Doctor.
Shukrana, Dhanyavad, Shukriya, gratitude.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Before I open up the conversation, I want to say three things. Number one, I want to express my gratitude to the defense services. Today, you and I can sleep at night peacefully because their eyes are open 24 hours. Army, Navy, Air Force. Gratitude. My second gratitude is to the COVID-19 warriors, my colleagues from the field of health and medicine. During the first wave, 700 doctors sacrificed their lives to keep us healthy and recover from the illness called COVID-19. Second phase, 750 doctors sacrificed their life. My gratitude to them and to their families, because some of the children were born after their father had passed on. It is our social responsibility, national responsibility, financial responsibility, emotional responsibility to take care of their families. I remember a poem, Charge of the Light Brigade. Into the valley of the death rode the 600. Into the valley of death rode the 600. They knew that they are going to the valley and they will not return alive. That's my COVID-19 colleagues did it. Not only physicians, nurses, pharmacists, ward boys, ambulance drivers, security officers. It was a cohesive team that was working in synchrony against the new enemy of COVID-19 virus. My third gratitude, Asad Bhai, is to your team. You and I are the face of this conversation, but there is a whole team that is supporting. I'm a team person. Noted jurist Nani Palkiwala said that we Indians are excellent solo players. I repeat, we Indians are excellent solo players, but we make a very poor orchestra. Now, with evolution, experience, and enabling environment, we are becoming a symphony orchestra. Now, Iodine Man of India.
Yes, doctor. Firstly, a wonderful start, and I hugely appreciate you mentioning this. We seldom recollect those moments, what we've been through, and the people that we've lost, and the people that were around us as well. Life goes on, of course. And yes, a huge um, um, gratitude to your team and my team as well. Um, because as a stick, you can only burn, but if you want to feel the warmth, you need a bunch of sticks.
Very well said. Very well said.
So, Doctor, you're known as the Iodine Man of India. Your work has played a huge role in eliminating iodine deficiency in India and beyond. Could you please share a bit about your journey and what inspired you to dedicate your life to this mission?
My story begins with my parents. My mother and father told me right in the childhood that you are born to serve the society. Who's your first guru? Which is your first truth? Ma. Hey, Ma, tujhe salam. I'm very fond of music. When medicine fails, music heals. So your parents have an important role in the foundation of your characteristics, your career, your expectations from the society. They asked me, would you like to become a frog or an ant? Will you then say, or you want to become Chandrakant, our child? That was the question I was asked at a very early age. So my gratitude to my parents who are no more for imbibing these strong beliefs, attitudes, and practices translated into behavior. Knowledge, attitude, practices translated into behavior. So I would like to just say my gratitude to them. Then to my siblings, to my friends and families who gave me a place in the society and gave me constant encouragement to carry on what I was doing. I was studied in Marathi school. I was born in a small village in Maharashtra called Karmala, Solapur district, known for chutney and handloom. Karmala has been shot, the temple of Mahalakshmi has been there in the famous Marathi film Sairat. I went to school in Marathi medium from class 1 to class 7. It was called Jeevan Shikshan Mandir. जो आपके ज़िंदगी के बारे में शिक्षा देता है वो जीवन शिक्षण मंदिर है. So, lot of turning points in my life. By grace of God, to I'm eternally grateful. I got my education on scholarship throughout. Class 4, I used to get 4 rupees a month. Class 7, I used to get 7 rupees a month. But the most important turning point came when I went to the National Model School, Aga Khan Palace, Pune. There was a National Merit Scholarship examination. National Merit Scholarship was introduced by Honorable M.C. Chagla, the Education Minister. And I must share with you, Asad Bhai, that I would belong to the first batch.
Wow.
And Dr. Rajiv Kumar, who was the vice chairman of the NICA, also belonged to the same batch. We are batchmates.
Amazing.
Batchmates, 1963. So I spent 6 years at the National Model School, Aga Khan Palace, famous for keeping Mahatma Gandhi in imprisonment of 1942, Quit India. He was brought from Mumbai to Pune and put into Aga Khan Palace, along with Kasturba Gandhi and his secretary, Mahadev Bhai Desai. Unfortunately, Ba and Mahadev Desai passed on in that palace. उनकी समाधि है वहाँ पे. What a strange, unerring coincidence. Mahadev Bhai Desai's nephew was my batchmate for MBBS at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Can you imagine the probability of such events? Very rare. But the script I want to share with you is already written by His Almighty. He is the script writer, story writer, designer, lighting, music, producer, direction. Savoy. You can make minor alteration, but ultimately, in my humble belief, जिंदगी की स्क्रिप्ट लिखी गई है.
So, what made you choose iodine deficiency in specific?
Before that, I'll tell you how did I become a physician.
Of course. So, I thought maybe somewhere in this journey you saw that India as a whole has iodine deficiency.
That's
or-
right. I'll tell you that story. But before that,
Please.
how did I become a doctor, physician?
Right.
During my school days, my school principal, N.D. Nagarwala, and his wife, Erin Nagarwala, they were from Ahmednagar. They didn't have children. तो हम उन्हीं के बच्चे थे. वो मेरी बाप थी और मेरी माँ थी. So बाप used to ask in our class, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, sir, I want to be a nuclear scientist. He said, your talent and brilliance, you want to kill people? Rethink. Then I was a debate session. I could not pronounce the word engineer. I came from a Marathi medium. So I took the easy word doctor. I still remember from my debate. My memory is, by God's grace, very, very good. I remember things from the age of 3 years.
Right.
Before is endless possibility, around is boundless opportunity. So why should you fear? So that's where I decided to become a doctor as a schoolboy, participating in debating contest, getting 10 out of 10. So I had a younger sister, Pushpa, 2 years junior to me. We are very close sibling. एक दूसरे की गोद में सोते थे. At the age of 6 years, she had jaundice and she died. I still remember. So I decided to become a doctor. Then I got admitted at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences.
Please.
Can I have the? Yes, shukriya. I appeared for the entrance examination to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. The entrance exam was held at Elphinstone College in South Mumbai. I was staying at Bandra near the airport. 1st June 1971. Fiery George Fernandez leader said, taxi band. I had calculated my time to reach the examination hall, thinking that I'll get the taxi. When I came out, I came to know that taxis were on strike. So various permutations and combinations and begging people to take me to examination hall, I reached half an hour late. The invigilator refused to give me an entrance. You can't enter the hall. Luckily, my batchmate, Ashutosh Kolhatkar, his brother was there. He was a senior IS officer with the government of Maharashtra. He pleaded before the invigilator, उनको आने दीजिए, बैठने दीजिए. He said, हम आपको सिर्फ 2.5 घंटे देंगे, will not give extra time. इसकी तालीम मैंने बचपन में हुई थी, 2.5 hours, very important. When I was in class 3, I got 100 out of 100 in mathematics. That in SSC, I got 200 out of 200, my first medal. I came to home, my father had come for lunch. He said, कितने मिले arithmetic में? मैंने बोला 100 में से 100 मिले. How much time did you take? And how many questions did you solve? I said, it was written there 8 out of 10. एक थप्पड़. तू मेरा बेटा है. आगे से you write, answer all the 10 questions and write on the question paper, examine any 8. Next question, he asked me, how much time did you take to answer the questions? I said, 3 hours. Another Japad. Remember, Chandrakant, next time onwards, you'll finish your question paper in 2.5 hours. तो उसकी बुनियाद क्लास 3 में हुई थी. So I finished my examination paper in 2.5 hours. 1 लाख बच्चे had appeared. Very low probability, very competitive. God's grace, माता पिता का आशीर्वाद, I got selected to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences.
And Mata Pita ki thodi si pitai. B.F. Skinner came up with the operant conditioning, where reward and punishment was sort of designed to create certain outcomes or behaviors in children.
The famous psychologist.
Correct.
In Marathi, we are saying, दिवे उन्नो छड़ी लागे छम छम विद्या ही गम गम. जब आपको छड़ी आएगी आवाज करेगी छम छम तब विद्या आएगी आपको.
Correct. आपको ऐसी आई थी?
So I landed in New Delhi on the 30th of July 1971, entered the AIMS campus on 1st August 71. I served there for 45 continuous years. I retired on 30th November 2016. 45 साल. वो मेरी माँ है. Alma mater is the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. The story goes on. My first medal in medical was the best intern at Ballabgarh Center, V. Ramadeswamy Award. I was very fond of school children. I did a survey as an intern. And then I got this award. Professor V. Ramadeswamy Award as the best intern at Comprehensive Rural Health Center, Ballabgarh, which is in Haryana. Then came the question. We had a house job of 1 year. I took neurosurgery and anesthesiology, 6 months each. I was always very restless. In neurosurgery, we started a pain clinic. For all the happiness mankind gets, it's not from pleasure, but it's from pain. So we started a transcutaneous nerve stimulator, first time in India.
Wow.
Clinic, pain clinic. And in anesthesiology, we're the first one to introduce Bird's respirator, ventilators.
Okay. Wow.
That time they were called Bird's respirators.
Bergs or birds?
Bird, B-I-R-D-S, birds.
Wow.
Panchi,
Wow.
Pakshi. So when I entered for my MD, I was insisted by my another guru, Professor L.M. Nath, to write a dissertation. मेरी जिंदगी में गुरु का बहुत बड़ा महत्व है. गुरु ब्रह्मा, गुरु विष्णु, गुरु देवो महेश्वर, गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. So I took iodine.
Wow.
Endemic goiter in Delhi. First time reported. Then the journey with iodine began. I registered for a PhD in endocrinology for working in Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and Delhi. That's where my real life journey started.
Wow. And this was at what age?
I was born in 3rd November 51, so this started in 1978. So at the age of how many years? 27 years.
Wow. Amazing.
27 years.
So what was India's condition when it came to iodine and deficiency?
Very, very depressing. Azad Bhai, I have seen goiters as large as pumpkin in Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, UP, Bihar. Pumpkin. This was caused because of iodine deficiency.
Yeah.
In Veda, in Atharva Veda, part is Ayurveda that mentions goiter is known as Galganda, local or Giller. It's very interesting. Some societies had made ornaments to make it beautifully. And they used to have a competition ki kiski neck mein bada goiter hai. Socio-cultural adaptation to a very common problem. When is it the time to get married for a girl? When there is a swelling in front of the neck. So, the most critical contribution I did, I, along with my team and my teachers, is screening for neonatal hypothyroidism. At the time of the birth, cord is cut, it was taken on filter paper, we analyzed hormones. The deficiency was varied from 4% to 13%. In other countries which had sufficient ID, it was 1 in 2,000.
Wow.
I presented this finding to late Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi. She said, Dr. Pandav, it seems to be a very serious problem. I said, Madam, yes, but most importantly, irreversible. You have to focus on prevention. Tell me what should I do? Please introduce universal salt iodization in India. That's how the program started in 1984. USI. Today, with great pride, India is a world leader. 93% of India's population is consuming iodized, or 93%. Swami Vivekananda said that in 1997, 50 साल के बाद मेरा हिंदुस्तान आज़ाद होगा. 97 was 50, 1947. And he said in 21st century, मेरा भारत विश्व गुरु होगा. स्वामी विवेकानंद जी जिस क्षेत्र में मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, हम यूनिवर्सल लीडर है, विश्व लीडर है. फिर एक कहानी.
Right.
Then my international journey started with Bhutan, Nepal, and 60 countries. It went on from one to one. The countries would wait for 6 months for me to come, but they said, we want only Dr. Pandav. Because I developed multiple talents, clinical, laboratory, social marketing.
So, doctor, apart from goiter, could you explain how iodine deficiency impacts cognition or health or metabolism in general?
Very important question. The single most important preventable cause of mental retardation, according to the World Health Organization, is iodine deficiency.
Wow.
Your brain is growth and development. Remember, its growth and development is directly linked with the iodine intake you have from your childhood. 90% of human brain gets completed at the age of 3 years. So if you don't have iodine since pregnancy, you will be retarded permanently.
Wow.
Those who live in iodine deficient environment, on an average, have 13 IQ points less than others, 13 IQ.
Wow.
And it's linked to GDP because the policymakers understand the language of economics and finance. My thesis at McMaster University was, yes, it's a worthwhile investment in health, where I looked at the cost benefit, cost utility, cost benefit. Cost benefit was 1:10. If you give in 1 rupee, you get 10 rupees back.
It has an impact on productivity
Productivity,
of the country overall.
yes,
And of course, puts a lot of burden on the healthcare system, I
that's
believe.
right. Healthcare system, education system.
Education system. Of
जब
course.
ज्ञान ही नहीं तो सर्व अभियान कहाँ होगा?
Correct.
ज्ञान नहीं, सर्व अभियान.
Correct.
At this point, Asad bhai, I will shortly tell you my experience in China.
Right, please.
To I consider the highest experience in my life.
Yes, you told me. The leader of
3
the Communist
months
Party.
we were camping in 1993 in Beijing, writing the policy and program for China, People's Republic of China. They had just started opening. So whenever I went for any of my international assignment or national, I insisted on making my presentation to the Prime Minister, to the President or the King or Queen of that country. In China, said Dr. Pandav, आप पागल है क्या? How can you meet the Communist Party Secretary General? Not possible. मेरे बापूजी की याद आई, महात्मा गांधी. I went on a fast. मैं खाना नहीं खाऊंगा unless I meet him.
You were in China at that time.
That 1990, January to March 1993. They were shocked. Within 24 hours, the appointment was fixed with the chairman of the Communist Party of China and 5 Politburo members. These 5 people run the country. And I was called at the inner forbidden city. Dr. Pandav, welcome to China.
Wow.
I have three questions. I want to know what's happening in the United States of America. I say, sir, they also have iodized salt, but they have a choice. This is called molten salt. When it rains, it pours. That advertisement is still there, except the skirt size has become smaller with the changing times. I'm a minister of finance. Why should I be interested in this? I have other competitive areas that need to be addressed. He was asking me a question about cost benefit. This was my thesis.
Right.
So I said, sir, it's 1:10. Number three, I'm responsible to the party. How will my investment into the money elevate the poverty in my country? I said, sir, the equation called E equal to F. Education equal to future. But your brain is not developed. How will you get educated and how will you go to the future?
Right.
He came out of the hall. 500 state governors, international agency representatives were there. Ladies and gentlemen, just now I had spent 15 minutes with Dr. Pandav and his team. And I learned about iodine deficiency disorders. As the Prime Minister, Communist Party Secretary General, Finance Minister, I am prepared to commit any resources to eliminate this problem.
Wow.
Can you imagine statement coming from the highest political authority in China? Within 5 minutes, $100 million were pledged by different countries. And in 5 years, they eliminated it as a public health problem.
Wow.
India, China. But scientists have no religion, no boundaries.
Of course. That's what I was going to ask you.
Yes, I knew that.
Considering the tensions that we had back then.
Hindi chini bye bye.
Exactly.
But I'm a scientist. My job is to serve the truth and the society.
Of course.
So ये कहानी बड़ी
बहुत ही दिलचस्प
दिलचस्प है
और ये experience I don't think किसी ने भी I don't know of anyone who's had such an experience.
एक और एक चीज बताता हूँ
You've led a very enriched life.
एक
must-
चीज बताता हूँ
Yes.
सोलापुर Dwarkanath Courtney went to China in 1936 when China was attacked by Japan. So when I told them that I'm Solapur, they laid a red carpet treatment for me. I was given a car which is very rare. They used to wear bicycles. गाड़ी में हम घूमते थे क्योंकि ये सोलापुर का डॉक्टर है द्वारका दास कोटनिस तो अच्छी रही एक तरह से
Right.
लेकिन दो चीज़ें में I couldn't meet my obligation to my family. I used to travel for 150, 180, 200 days. I had 2 children. My wife had 3 children. मैं मेरे बच्चों के साथ समय नहीं बिता सका. That's one sacrifice. But I did it for the society. My children taught me, Papa, your Papa to like some children.
You are indeed. You are indeed. That is commendable.
My second was my health. पागल जैसे काम करता था पागल दिल तो पागल है पागल जैसे काम करता था